Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to use the contact management features of BitFaster. But before that I would like to just give you a brief intro of what all you can do with BitFaster. First thing is you can manage your email marketing, which means email campaigns. You can also have your SMS campaigns. You can tweet from BitFaster, as well as you can automate using what we call as BitFaster alerts. Let's get started with the contact management. The first and foremost thing in BitFaster is you can create your groups. Every contact belongs to a group. So let's say I would like to call my groups by city so that I can organize my contacts in cities. So let's get started with Dubai. You can always see the groups that you have created from here. Select groups. Let's say I also create another one called Abu Dhabi. So as you can see, I have two groups now. I can start adding contacts. Let's click on the new contact icon. This is the window that comes up. There are about 50 different fields in BitFaster that you can maintain for each and every contact. However, there are only two fields which are mandatory so that you can quickly add a contact. It's the first name and the default email address. Notice that the captions are actually in bold. So in BitFaster, wherever you find captions in bold, those are mandatory fields. So let's just add a contact. We'll just call it test@test.com. I've added a contact now. Now you can use the contact manager tool to perform all kinds of operations on your contacts, on your groups as well as contacts. Notice that you see a list of all the groups here. So you could just click on a group and you can see a list of contacts under each group. You can also filter by the first name quickly. So if you have plenty of contacts, you can just click on these buttons to get the list based on the first name. Again, let me tell you one more thing. There is no limit on the number of contacts or groups that you can have in BitFaster. Now let's quickly go through all the menu icons here. The first one is to add a contact again. Now as you notice here, we have 50 different fields that you can capture for every contact, as I mentioned before. So you can put in the salutation, you can choose the gender. If you have a unique code like a customer ID or something, you can use this field. Similarly, you have the first name, middle name, last name, plenty of things here. You can also assign a photograph or a picture to every contact. You can assign job titles, you can assign departments. If you don't find an item here, you can always quickly add. Let's say here you want to create a new department, you can do that. Now you can capture personal address. These are all the fields for personal address, like the street address, the city, the province, country, everything. Apart from that, you have the same thing, same set of fields plus the extension for business address. Then of course you can also capture the date of birth, anniversary. You can have the nationality, the religion or faith for the contact. By default these are all blank or they are not specified, but if you want to, you can capture them. We also have something called rating or classification. You can also capture the marital status. We have the concept of file attachments, in the sense, especially this is useful especially if you are a HR company, because you would like to create your candidates contact, plus you would like to assign a CV to it, so you can just quickly store that attachment as well. You can also capture various social links or social profile links. And in the miscellaneous or tags tab, you have 5 different fields. These are free text fields. You can change the captions for these. I will show you later how you can do that. Plus you can also assign tags. Now when we discuss about campaigns, probably I'll explain about tags in greater detail, but for now you can just assume that you can have a one-to-many relationship for a contact. Let's assume you are a bank and you have different products like a credit card or an auto loan or a home loan. You can define each one of those as tags, and if your contact is interested in more than one product, you can just select those products or tags in this case. We'll also not be discussing about unsubscribe right now. So you can, as I showed you, you can add a contact. You can also delete one or more contacts. You can select multiple contacts. You just need to click the control and left click to select multiple contacts. You can also add a group here. Let's call this group as test. So you get to see that there are 3 groups now. You can send an email campaign to the selected contact. Of course, we'll not be covering that part here. You can also compose an SMS message. Again, we will not be discussing that in this part of the tutorial. You can preview your campaigns, be it SMS or email. BitFaster can also open up Google Maps for you with the location if you have captured the business address. You can copy selected contacts, in the sense you basically duplicate it between groups. Let me just show you that. There's only one contact here, but you can still perform it. So it says, okay, your current group is Abu Dhabi. Select the group to which you would like to copy this. If the group doesn't exist, you can always quickly add a new group here, copy it. So now if you go to test, you again have this, it's duplicated. The other option is to move, which means it no longer remains in the Abu Dhabi group, it will move to Dubai group. Now as you can see here, there are no contacts Abu Dhabi, you have this contact in Dubai. You can activate or deactivate contacts. You don't have to delete contacts, instead you can just deactivate them. So you maintain the reference, but you no longer use it for the purposes of campaigns. So let's say I select, again you can select multiple contacts, just hit on this, it's no longer active. You can also activate or deactivate using this option, this checkbox here. You can also bulk update. Now let's assume you have 5 different contacts, but they all work in the same company. So all you need to do is select the company name, put the name of the company and click on update. So you can select all the contacts first, select the field that you want to update. For example, the business website is the same for all of them. You can just input the values and click on update. You can also quickly export contacts in the selected group. This will export it to Excel. And you can just refresh this. You can also search for a contact within the group. For example, I would like to search for 1. There's no name with 1 here, so it's 0 filter. Although there's 1 inactive contact here. I just remove it. I get back the list. So basically you can perform a lot of things in the contact manager. Now let me show you how you can import contacts. We just added a single contact at a time, but if you already have that information in an Excel file, you can easily import it. So this is the icon for import contacts, or you can also go from file, import contacts. Basically we use a CSV file for import. So if you are using it in Excel, please save it as a CSV. And also there's something that you need to remember. There are 5 different fields that you can import using this tool. default email, first name, last name, company, and mobile number. So your Excel file should have the columns in the same sequence. So I've already created a sample file here for import. So let's just double click on that. There are 3 contacts found in this one. So you can pick on the group where you would like to import. Let's say we want to push it under Abu Dhabi itself. You can use this option to exclude duplicate email addresses. This is especially very helpful if you already have contacts in a group and you are importing one more list. So that way you don't have duplicates within the same group. Okay. And you can select the contacts that you would like to import. You can use these buttons, select all, clear all. So if you want to exclude certain contacts, you can always uncheck them. Let's go ahead and import all the 3 here. So you just click on import, and now you need to confirm so that you don't make a mistake. You just say yes, and it tells you successfully imported 3 items. Now you might notice that the color for the default email has changed to blue. Blue indicates a successful import. If it shows you in red, that particular row had a problem. So let's close this. Let's go back to Contact Manager and see I have all the 3 contacts here. So that's a quick way of importing data. Now if you want to quickly find contacts, there are multiple ways of doing it. First thing is you can go for find contact. Let's assume we are looking for test. So wherever it finds test, in whichever group, it doesn't matter, it just pulls out all those records. Again, you can double click to edit a particular contact. So this is one way of finding contacts. We have another one which is a more comprehensive way of finding contacts. So here you can use multiple keywords to search. So you can separate them using a comma. So let's assume we look for BitFaster. You can also specify which field you would like to search for. So let's say we leave it as default email. You can sort by. Also apply filters, such as if you want to search in selective groups, you can just pick the groups, or you can leave it as default, select all the groups. You can also go and find based on other filters such as classification or job title, country of origin, and if you would like to just list out only inactive contacts, you can do even that. Plus you can also specify if a photograph has to be attached. As I showed you previously, when you define a contact, you can also assign a picture to it. So if picture is assigned to a contact, this particular filter will help you get only those records. Now let's click on search. Now you can see I was looking for BitFaster in the email in default email field, and I have these 2 records. Now you can also perform multiple operations here on search results. You can refresh them, you can clear the results, or you can export all the records that you have got straight to Excel. You can also compose an email for the selected contact, or an SMS, or send a campaign. So there are lots of things that you can do here. I hope you have enjoyed this video. To download BitFaster Professional, please click on the link in the description, or you can also visit www.bitfaster.com. Thank you for your time and have a nice day.